Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got a very special video for you. We're going to be checking out the FX Impact X. You guys are probably familiar with FX air guns. We've done some work with them in the past. This one's got some really cool features, which we'll discuss. I've also got a special guest with me today, all the way from South Africa. This is Matt here with Air Arms Hunting SA.
Yep.
His YouTube channel. He does a lot of really cool stuff with air guns as well as powder burners. But he shoots a lot of these FX rifles, so we thought it would be a lot of fun to have him in the video today. Let's get you behind the gun. We're going to let Matt do a good bit of shooting today. I'm going to spot for him. We're going to have some fun and discuss the features of this FX here, and this is going to be fun. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right.
Cool. Before we get into the technical stuff, we're just going to have some fun. We've got the 22 caliber barrel on here. Let's do things the American way and just blast some paint cans and get some big fireballs going.
Yeah, this is going to be a little Georgia dangerous game hunting. Have at it.
Oh, that's awesome. Last one there on the ground.
Oh no! It looks like the Wizard of Oz.
Is that one? No, that one's been shot. Oh, that was so cool.
Is that one on the ground? Did you hit? You
I
hit
think
all five,
I think
right?
I hit it, but I'll give him another pop just in case.
Him again.
Nah, he's been hit.
Make sure he's down. Well, we probably need to do the fire dance and put this out, and then let's get back to some other stuff.
Perfect.
That's not bad.
Yeah, good start. Well, that was starting things off probably the best way possible with some fireball explosions, but we're going to settle down a bit now and have some more fun. We've got some eggs out there, and we're going to be doing some a little bit more precision shooting, I suppose. We've kept the 22 caliber barrel on here, and I suppose it's something we can talk about. You've seen the Impact before on this channel, but this gun is slightly different, the Impact X, in that it actually features a system where you can change out the inside of the barrel, or what we call the barrel liner, to whatever you want to shoot. So for example, most of you who shoot 22 caliber air rifles will be shooting pellets, but in this specific setup we have a barrel liner that's capable of shooting slugs. The barrel liner has a slightly faster twist rate, different land groove dimensions, all that stuff, but it's set up for the slugs. So we're going to go ahead, shoot the slugs. We did some testing yesterday with the slugs over the lab radar. I've got a few numbers here just for those of you interested. We were shooting with average about 922 feet per second. We found that was where it was shooting really precisely. Extreme spread was 5 feet per second, standard deviation of 2, and the groups who were shooting at 50 yards were around about half an inch each. So the eggs will be pretty easy, and we'll shoot some eggs and then we'll maybe put a few shots on those little knockdown targets there, see if we can get some nice groups going and see how it does. But let's get to it.
I think this is going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's always a blast, and I think with these, we're shooting little flat base hollow point 23 grain slugs, and I'm expecting those hollow points to open up a bit in the egg, so it should be quite explosive.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. And I'm still back here, guys. I'm just spotting for Matt.
Yeah.
He's our guest. I want to give him plenty of time to have some fun here. He came all the way from South Africa. Oh.
I love that sound.
Came apart pretty good. The report of that thing is super quiet.
Yeah. It's the sound of the egg exploding is even louder than the muzzle blast, actually. I'll hit that one that's knocked over there.
Oh, that's fine. Oh. Not bad. Oh, that one's sitting there right on his side.
Yeah.
Nice. So Matt, we were talking a little bit yesterday about hunting applications. I know that the FX, really this particular type of gun is probably more suited for target shooting and stuff, but you can also do some small game hunting. I would imagine that on small animals, you've got a good bit of experience hunting small game with these.
Yeah, at first I didn't like the setup because I'm used to traditional looking rifles, especially for hunting, beautiful wooden stocks. And I thought this looked kind of ugly, but when I picked it up, my whole perspective changed. It's a very accurate gun, so for precision shooting in competitions or target shooting, it really does the job. In fact, some of the air gun bench race competitions at 100 yards, this gun wins it constantly.
Wow.
But as a hunting gun, being a bullpup, to be able to put a long barrel on here but still have a compact setup, you get that extra room for the pellet or slug to accelerate, but it's still nice and compact. So if you're walking through thick vegetation, it's really nice to use. And it's a really nice setup. But let's see what we can do on this bowling pin.
Absolutely, go for it. You've got quite a large magazine on that thing, don't you?
This is actually it's made by a company called Side Shot in Utah, sold by Utah Air Guns, the same company that actually did this nice Cerakoting on the gun here. This isn't the standard magazine. The standard magazine in 22 caliber holds about 18 rounds, but this is nice to have if you're doing stuff like this and you want to have some extra shots in there.
Very cool. Yeah, do your thing, man. And we are going to get into 30 cal in this video. Okay, we'll change it out. Okay, I see. You're on the bowling pin there.
Yeah.
Very nice. You're good. The thing is so accurate.
Yeah.
You know, it seems that there is sort of a series of diminishing returns that can happen. It's like once you find that sweet spot with accuracy, the power tends to be a little lower. So it's like there's always this game you have to play between power and accuracy. And I know that's kind of a constant battle with these things.
Yeah,
really,
and I think with a PCP and setting the regulator pressure, it's kind of like, if you compare it to firearm, it would be like choosing a powder and choosing the burn rate.
Yep.
So if you put the reg pressure too low, the valve doesn't close as quickly, so you've got all that wasted air behind it.
Yep.
So it takes a bit of technical, experimenting and stuff to get it right. But when you do, it's really, really cool.
So the FX is probably a gun that would be really, I mean, we've worked with these before, but it would be a good gun for somebody that wants to tinker, set over travel, adjust the trigger, adjust the power, and really get it tuned in exactly, precisely for whatever they're wanting to work with there.
Yeah, I'd say out of the box, it's already shooting very well. But if you're somebody that enjoys playing around and tinkering, and like myself, who on the firearm side of things just really likes to play around with low development and getting stuff worked out perfectly, this is a really good gun for that, because there's just so many variables. You can adjust the regulator pressure, which is like the working pressure of the gun. You can adjust the hammer spring tension. You can adjust the valve travel. Really, you can do anything you want, and that's kind of important to have on a gun where you're changing calibers as well, because a 30 caliber barrel and a 22 caliber barrel will require completely different settings in order to be optimized.
Yeah.
So you can't really have that on many other guns, that ability to switch barrels, because you're never going to have it optimized for a specific caliber or barrel, but this allows you to do that. So
with that interchangeable system, if somebody came up with some really awesome solid that was a special swage solid, and it was a really well thought out design, you could just about tailor a specific twist to even suit a certain projectile and be able to change it out and be able to shoot that one off if you needed to. Yeah,
and the technology that FX has, I mean, I've been to their factory, I've seen how they make the barrels. It's so easy for them to do research and development, because they can make these barrels in about a minute. One barrel in a minute, and they can make a completely new barrel in a minute. There's no need to make new tooling or anything.
Very cool.
So if they want to design a barrel for a new solid or a new pellet, they can literally get in a sample of those projectiles, start test shooting, and then just tweak the barrel machine until they get it perfect, and then put it straight into production within a week.
I noticed how smooth the rifling profile is because of the way that those barrels are made. It almost has the look of like a finely polished hammer forged barrel, but it's not technically a hammer forging. It's you said it's like a hydraulic press, the way that they
so the difference between hammer forging and these Smooth Twist X barrels, you can see them over here, is that there's no tooling inside the barrel. There's no mandrel. On hammer forging, you'll have a mandrel inside, and then that hammer will kind of force the steel into the gaps in the mandrel, whereas this, it goes into the machine, the rifling is pressed in from the outside, and no tooling ever touches the inside. So they can get polished steel tubes in, press the rifling from the outside, and it's completely smooth. No need to, polish that barrel up or anything.
Awesome.
It's perfect. I'm really a fan of this setup.
I'll tell you what, I've got another thing in mind. Let's change our setup a little bit, and we're gonna have some more egg fun here.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cool.
All right, Matt, so I've set you up a little bit of a challenge here. We've never really done this. We're gonna do an inline shot. We're gonna have you shoot through a row of eggs, and we've got them at 50 yards, and you've actually gone ahead and changed out to the 30 caliber setup.
Yep.
Are you running solids or pellets?
I'm shooting 30 caliber JSB pellets. These are on 45 grains. And that diameter in itself is, I think it's going to be enough to create a lot of egg splatter. We've zeroed this barrel in now. They're shooting tight, so I think we should definitely hit the eggs. The question is, will we get it perfectly in the middle? Because that's going to be key to kind of whether that pellet's going to keep going straight and keep going through all of them.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I've never done this before, and I think it's going to be very interesting. So,
well, this is all the eggs we have, so no pressure.
yeah. Okay, cool. Let's
I'm kind
do
of
this.
excited.
Yeah.
All right, no more cheeseburger jokes. Go ahead. Looks like there's some
Definitely
holes
got
in
a
some
few
eggs,
of them.
friend.
Definitely got a few of them.
Let's go see what happens.
Okay.
So the first time wasn't too bad. We hit a little bit high. I think we took out about 3 or 4 of our eggs. We have to try this again.
Absolutely. It was promising. We're just a little bit high. So I've just turned the scope like 3 clicks down. Shooting on the gong there, it looks like we're pretty spot on. So let's do this again, and hopefully we can line them all up and
Go for it, man.
and get it right.
Absolutely. Fun stuff.
Oh, that was the
Oh,
one.
wow, that looked like it might have been a mess.
That's the one.
Yeah, let's go have a look. That was exciting as crap.
Yeah.
That turned out so good. I mean, that was an exceptional shot, right? All the way, you just really shelled out the damage, like all the way through all of them.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the 30 caliber pellet made an impact.
It did, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
All right, so the eggs are kind of fun and everything like that, but let's get to something maybe a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a challenge. We're going to be shooting some small, like 50 caliber paintballs from 50 yards.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool. Right, we're going to do one more thing here. We've got those tiny little paintballs up there. They're actually smaller than a standard size paintball, so it's going to be really tricky from 50 yards to hit those little guys, but I think we can do it. And one observation I want to make here before we move on is the fact that, you know, I wasn't sure what the penetration would be like of those 30 caliber pellets on those eggs. I've done stuff like this before with my 22 to 50, 2 to 3, and sometimes a slower velocity like what we're seeing out of the impact here can actually be better for penetration. A lot of people would compare the muzzle energies of an air gun and, let's say, a centerfire or rimfire rifle and say, well, the muzzle energy is much lower, therefore penetration won't be as much. But sometimes a slower projectile that doesn't fragment is able to penetrate a bit further. And so from a hunting perspective, you could probably hunt a medium-sized game animal with the 30 caliber pellets, and you'd probably get at least through both lungs penetration enough to definitely put it down. So yeah, that's something to consider. Muzzle energy isn't everything. Sometimes that little bit of extra weight and that momentum is something that can help a lot. But let's see what we can do here.
Yeah.
Those little...
So you're talking like cranium shots on coyotes potentially.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Perfectly good for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
We have a coyote target down there, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure you make short work of that from this distance. I mean, that's a nice thing. The accuracy really backs up, you know, that precise shot placement that you need when you have the reduced power. You need the better precision to put the perfect shot on something.
Yeah, definitely. Shot placement definitely is something that comes into play when you don't have the same, let's say, hydrostatic shock, or you don't have these crazy big wound channels. You need to put that shot exactly where you need it to be in order to take an ethical shot.
Yes.
But if you can do that, I think it's a tool that can work very well.
Well, let's take a shot at the paintball, see how it goes.
Let's do it.
And then I'm going to get behind the gun and take some 100-yard shots at some fun stuff. This is a tough shot.
Very tough.
Ooh, man, I don't know. That's
could have been either the paintball or the case, but
yep. Go ahead and send another one. Ooh, you nicked it. Good shot.
oh, just to the left, I think.
Might went right over the top. Oh, you got it. That was a good shot. Good center mass hit. I think you shot the shell out from under it.
Okay.
But that last paintball you hit, the red one, I saw the red mist. You know what's funny? From behind the spotter here, from behind you, you would think that with air rifles that you would see that projectile flying through the air
a
little more, like you see like somebody shooting a 45 ACP handgun or something. So a lot of times you could see the projectile going down range. It's moving pretty quick.
Yeah, it is.
It's got some speed. There's no doubt.
2 more.
Yeah, go ahead. You nicked it.
Okay.
But you did hit it. It just wasn't like a super direct hit.
Oh, I think I got that one.
Hard to say. Hard to say. It looked like it might have hit it directly. That's a very small target.
It is. I think even just nicking it is quite impressive from this distance.
Yep.
I mean, this is a great scope, but 14 power is not that much for such a small target. So, I mean, I'm trying to like center those crosses on tiny spot, and I'm quite impressed.
You know what's funny? We've been shooting this entire video just using that one magazine, haven't had to reload.
Yeah, and same air tank without filling it as well. Perhaps we can even mention the fact that this gun is regulated. The pressure is regulated. That's something that's, I wouldn't say unique to this exact model, but FX likes to regulate all their guns, and the advantage of that, it basically means that even though the cylinder pressure may be higher, you can fill the cylinder to about 250 bar. The regulator pressure is the working pressure of the valve. So somewhere between the cylinder and the valve, there's a pressure regulator which keeps the pressure behind the valve at an exact pressure throughout the whole shot string. So it's not like many other PCP or CO2 air guns, which kind of you'll see your velocity climb and drop throughout the shot string. With this gun, you can shoot your whole string and it's going to be completely flat until it gets to your regulator pressure, and then it'll drop off. But what this means is, with a slow moving projectile like this, you don't see the point of impact shift of your shot string. It'll stay exactly the same, and for both hunting and competition shooting, that's something that really helps. So
nice. That's
fantastic.
Hey, I might take some 100-yard shots.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. All right, guys, I almost hate to pull Matt off this gun because he's doing such a great job behind it, but I've got to get a few shots in on this bad boy. I have shot it a little bit, and I have handled the impacts a good bit. These are very high-end air rifles. They're very high quality. I love the way that they feel in terms of just when you handle it, you can just feel the craftsmanship and everything, the linkage, the way everything operates, the way the trigger is. It's just, everything just screams quality on this air rifle. Of course, the Cerakote finish looks really nice from Utah Air Guns. Wonderful setup. We're gonna have a little bit more fun. We're gonna shoot out to 100 yards. I do wanna mention, now that we have this thing in 30 caliber, we do have some data to share. I'll just quickly pipe this in. So with the FX Impact X in 30 caliber, as we see here, a 44.75 grain Diablo pellet, average group size 0.435 inches, so just under half-inch accuracy, really good. Velocities of 858 feet per second, extreme spread of 8 with an SD of 2. All right, so not bad there. And let's see, did we do a power calculation of 72 foot-pounds of energy. So not bad at all. Definitely small game getting territory. We've got it dialed in for just really great accuracy. We did top the gun back off. We got a full mag. Matt is going to spot for me, and we're going to shoot a little bit and get her kind of dialed in at 100. We've got some boom bottles down there we're going to hit for fun, just to do it. Another thing about this air rifle I think is really cool is the way that the accessorization of it really lends itself well to people that are familiar with guns as well. So you've got a Hogue AR-15 grip. So I would imagine any type of AR-15 accessory in terms of grip you want to put on there can definitely be had. The Hogue is nice and comfortable. I do like the fact that you've got pick rails through and throughout. You can see we got an Atlas bipod attached to this air rifle, as well as pick rails on each left and right side, as well as the top. And that's what we got our Night Force sitting on. And also sound. Being behind the shooter, behind Matt, very, very, very quiet. Wonderful. So let's take some shots, and he's going to spot for me, and we're just going to have some fun. The safety right here, it's a lever on the right, pretty much just like an AR style safety. Up is fire, forward is safe. All right, so we're going to get behind it. Such a neat setup, and we're going to get it dialed in out at 100 here. We may have to make some adjustments to where we're at. Oh, right on the bolt.
Perfect.
Nice. Man, that toggle action, so nice and smooth, butter smooth. Like, it just feels like quality, you know what I mean? I noticed this wheel on the left is your power adjustment.
Yes.
So that's when you're switching various calibers or different projectile types. You can really fine tune that power level to get it exactly where you want. Let's hit some boom bottles.
Cool.
Want to?
Yeah.
All right, now these things are supposed to make a bit of a pop. We'll see if I can hit them. And they got some like powdered chalk in them, so maybe we'll get some, you know, display here. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, that one made some nice color.
Oh, right over the top. I got in a hurry. Let me try again. That is a lot of fun. As a target indicator, it's not super loud, but it's just enough feedback, and you get a little bit of puff of chalk in the air. That's kind of cool. I'll tell you what, let's bury some more of those road flares in the berm and have some fun with that.
Perfect.
Little bit different type of target indicator. What do you think? Let's
Yeah.
do that. All right, Matt, we got something a little bit more fiery consistency. This is going to be fun. We've got the spray paint cans kind of buried in the berm, and maybe it'll kind of shoot back towards us a bit. Let's have some fun. Can definitely appreciate how accurate this gun is, how well made it is, and this is kind of a small target to hit. It's a little smaller than the bottles we just shot, so let's see if we can hit them. I'm just going to aim dead on at the one on the top, see what happens. You ready?
Yep.
Ooh, right
Little
over
high.
the top of it. I might have nicked it, actually. Let's see.
Ooh. Wow.
Redneck flamethrower. I love it. All right, going down to door number 2. Oh, I shot the road flare. Try again.
Ooh. Wow, that was cool.
All right, now the one on the on the bottom. Oh, that one was a fail.
Bit of an anticlimax. But that second one, I think you knocked the middle out of the top.
I think I did.
So it just all came out at the same time.
We got all 3 flavors there with one go, so that's not bad. Very, very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do the fire dance and put this stuff out, and then a few final thoughts, and we'll let you guys get back to your day. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in today. We had a lot of fun making today's video, and I do want to thank Matt for coming and hanging out. He came all the way from South Africa to come do some shooting with us, and we've been having a lot of fun putting together some videos. We always love having fresh perspective, dealing with folks from not only around the world, but other shooters from everywhere too. It's a lot of fun to have you out today, Matt, and thanks for checking it out and helping us out with today's video. This is a really, really interesting air rifle. I think that it may not necessarily be for everybody, but it does fill a lot of really interesting specific niches. Yeah. And it is a great air rifle for somebody that wants to really scratch a lot of different itches in terms of being able to play with different calibers and play with different power levels and really adjust everything out the way they want, you know? So.
Yeah, it's a gun for an enthusiast, absolutely. It's not a beginner's gun, but if you're somebody who likes to tweak the power to get it to exactly where you want to kind of get the best precision out of it, or if you're even just someone who wants variety, you want to be able to shoot small 177, 22 caliber, all the way up to 30 caliber, it can do a bit of everything. So it's a really cool gun. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. And yeah, I especially enjoyed the eggs. I think lining up those eggs and shooting them, something I haven't done before, and it really kind of excited me.
We've never done that out
cool.
to 50 yards, so that was a pretty interesting shot.
Yeah.
And guys, in case you don't know, you got to subscribe to Matt's channel. He's got a great channel, tons of great hunting stuff, powder burners, air rifles as well. He's been doing that channel since he was 16. He's been after it a good minute now, but it's Air Arms Hunting SA. So make sure you check him out. Make sure you subscribe. Follow Matt on YouTube. He's a great guy. Tons of great content. We have many more videos on the way, more stuff that we'll be doing with Matt, and many other videos. So make sure you stay tuned. We really appreciate all of your viewership, all of your support. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.